I saw it coming from a while away. Druski is getting canceled for whiteface. Of course. Niggas was like, hey me, I wanna I wanna be oppressed too, you know. Hey. White people of course. They just jump at the opportunity to be oppressed. Let's hear it, dog.
Druski is racist. You were saying Druski's racist. I'm sorry, I couldn't get through that. So you were saying Druski's racist because he did whiteface, and it's just the funniest. It's been so explosive over on Twitter. Okay, so I want to point this out. I'm gonna tell you my opinion about this. There's a fine line between mockery and mastery. Fine line, and comedy does it so well. Only a few comedians know how to dance on that thread without falling face first into bad faith buffoonery. The best comedy doesn't just punch up or down, whatever which way you want to punch. It punches through the noise. That's what it does. Grabs you.
I would touch on that too, because people be like, oh, the reason why white people and reason why black people can make jokes about whiteness is because it's punching up. I'm not a believer in that. Cause I feel like, I might have like a white let me hold on. I be having like, a white friend or Mexican friend or that I might tell a racial joke with and they could tell something back. But especially with like white people, when you tell a racial joke, first off, it gotta be funny. If it's not funny, then you can't distract me with the fact that it's a little racist. But like more than that, it have to be like creative. Like niggas be like, the joke is that niggas just be like Jamal. Like, for example, the clanker jokes. Niggas just it was supposed to be robots. Why are you saying Jim Crow? Why is it Rosa Sparks? Nigga, you're just bringing in black people. That's where I say it's not even creative. You're just actually just being racist. But it be some comedians that might tell a joke and it be dead funny. So I like it was a girl was like she saw a black dude and she instinctively grabbed her purse, but she just gotta remember logically that we're not for sale. That shit was hilarious, bro. Like I had to give her a laugh for that, bro. 'Cause that shit was hilarious. Like
Violent
perfect
comedy
delivery and
makes
all
you
that.
uncomfortable in the right way. Tasteful comedy is the kind that provokes without dehumanizing. That's
Right.
the beauty of it. That's the beauty of great comedy that way. It reflects without excusing. And
Mm-mm.
that weaponizes absurdity to dismantle the real absurdities of the world. Let's take my favorite example of this and a blackface that people didn't even care about. Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
I don't think nobody was worried about this, but it's kind of jarring that Hollywood would do this. So it's like extra, like I don't know. It's just I always look at this like what the fuck. This was like the same year as Iron Man.
Was so good. I thought Robert Downey Jr. was black because that was the first time I ever saw Robert Downey Jr. He didn't just play
Exactly.
a black character. He played a white actor playing a black character to mock the insanity of Hollywood's self-importance of method acting. And it's historically racist
Didn't
cast
that nigga win like a Golden Globe or something, like an Emmy or something for that? That's crazy. That's hilarious.
practices. And that distinction matters. That was funny. Robert Downey Jr.'s performance, it was surgical somehow. It exposed how deeply narcissistic this industry was and how often racists commodify it for prestige. He wasn't making fun of black people. He
Right,
was
right.
making fun of white people who thought they could become black people by simply getting into character. That's
Mhm.
why it worked.
I
That's
never
why
watched that
nobody
movie.
rioted in
Hey, movie night. We watching that movie, Tropic Thunder, for the first time.
protest because they understood the nuance. Downey wasn't pretending to be black. He was pretending to be a white man
Mm.
too far, who went too far. Like he pretended to be a white man that went too far up his own butt to realize how offensive he was. And there was another one, Sacha Baron Cohen. Sacha Baron Cohen is Borat. Sacha Baron Cohen always does this. His comedy is often aggressive, abrasive. There's always a mirror. It's like Borat is a rodeo. It's a big rodeo show. It's disgusting. It's wild. It's dumb. He isn't making fun of foreigners. He's exposing how quickly Americans will clap for nonsense. over and over again. When he gets people to say horrifying things on camera, the joke isn't on him, it's on them. I think the beauty of his genius, same with Eric Andre, it lies in setting traps with precision, no malice. It's beautiful. He shows up,
No
he
malice.
shows people the worst parts of themselves by letting them feel comfortable enough to reveal it. Druski now. Let's talk about Druski.
They just like his second time doing this, bro. If you didn't know it, this was Druski. It could be convincing, bro. It's kind of crazy.
This is funny.
That
The
shit was
NASCAR
funny.
skit is funny. Not funny, haha, to me. I didn't laugh at it. I just think it's funny that people are going to get mad at it. He doesn't just throw on a wig and slap a funny voice on. He builds a character. He's just a caricature of a caricature. He is so deeply embedded in the NASCAR stereotype. I didn't even know. I thought he was actually white when I first saw it. I was like, who's this guy who looks like Druski? Who's this guy? It's not about
Yeah, at
mocking
first
white
I
people.
thought
It's
I
about
thought it was a white.
showcasing how
I thought it was a white guy that looked like Druski at first.
deep the cultural performances go. How patriotism, beer, and trucker hats are just another form of identity theater, essentially. He didn't point and laugh at NASCAR fans. He became one, and then let us laugh at the absurdity of how convincing the transformation was. The beauty of this kind of comedy is that it requires trust. The audience needs to believe the comedian knows exactly what they're doing. They're not just flailing into controversial territory for shock value, but they're holding a scalpel instead of a hammer. And I think Druski did that just fine. These comics don't rely on stereotypes to build their punchlines. They deconstruct stereotypes to ask why they exist at all. They aren't afraid to make people uncomfortable, but they're never trying to be cruel for cruelty's sake. They're trying to break open something to let us look inside. And I'm sure some people will miss the point. Oh, I guess we can do blackface now. I guess I could just dress up like.
Of course, they that's the first thing a nigga gonna not a nigga. I just call everybody niggas, but that's the first thing they gonna be. Oh, but if the roles were reversed, Jim Crow, nigga, Uncle what is it, Uncle Sam or whatever, the minstrel shows, nigga, the roles been reversed. This is the roles being reversed, nigga. You don't reverse it twice, nigga.
A black man and go into the hood and leave my kids and eat fried chicken and have watermelon.
Exactly why I'd be like, you're not even trying to be creative. That's not even that's not a racist joke. You're just being racist. Fuck, I lost it.
NASCAR stereotype, identity theater, essentially.
I don't
He
know
didn't
where I
point
was at.
and laugh, and now he knows exactly what they're doing. They're not just flailing into controversial territory for shock value, but they're holding a scalpel instead of a hammer
Okay.
to build their punchlines. They deconstructible, but they're never inside. And I'm sure some people will miss the point. Oh, I guess we can do blackface now. I guess I could just dress up like a black man and go into the hood and leave my kids and eat fried chicken and have watermelon. Sure, go ahead. As long as it's funny, I guess. I really don't. If it's funny, go crazy. You can just do what you want to do. I mean, if you can do that tastefully, by all means, I'm here
I
for
doubt
you.
it.
I'm here. If you got it, I'm here with you. I think you're conflating satire with sincerity and parody with prejudice. I think that's what you're doing. I think that's the cost of doing comedy that is pushing a boundary and going a bit further, because sometimes comedy just does that. If no one is uncomfortable, then maybe the material didn't go far enough. If everyone is uncomfortable, including the comic themselves, I think that's where the sweet spot is. Comedy, to me, is not safe. And it
Facts,
shouldn't be.
facts.
I don't think comedy should be safe. I think
Nigga, comedy should be funny. Like either way, like that's the same thing with like me and like movies and stuff. It shouldn't be like, oh, this is the deepest thing ever, you know, blah blah blah. Shit just gotta be good. I gotta enjoy watching it. The comedy don't gotta service everybody. Just make the shit funny, dog.
it can be responsible. And when it is, it hits harder than any tweet, think piece, or TED Talk,
Right,
or whatever commentary YouTuber.
I do like comedy with a little message that ties in. That's even more creative than just leaning on just slur. That shit not funny, bro. Not because it's offensive. It's because you didn't even try. You just leaned on being edgy with no creativity.
Just gonna make all these things about it, saying, "Oh, Druski's hooting and hollering and doing all this stuff." This monkey is gonna people are gonna go crazy. It's so fun. I think it's a little different. I don't think that it is bad. I genuinely don't. I don't. It's not all controversial comedy is the same. There are different nuances, different levels, different barriers of entry. There's different aesthetics. Not all whiteface is a weapon. Not all blackface is a weapon. Robert Downey Jr. proved that. That was a whole thing. It was a critique.
I guess you got
it was
a point.
bigger example of how things operate. That's what it is. I think that cultural commentary, I don't think it all needs to be sanitized to the lowest common denominator. Sometimes you need a Robert Downey Jr. in fake skin, or a Sacha Baron Cohen in a mankini, or a Druski in a full Southern regalia, all the drapery with the thing, me thinking he's actually a white guy. Sometimes you need that. It's to show how wild, weird, and fragile culture really is. And if they do it right, they leave you laughing and thinking at the same time, which is so great. I think it's outstanding. Because good comedy, to me, isn't about being safe. I think it's about being sharp. And every now and then, someone like Druski reminds us the blade can still cut clean while it's held with purpose. I think it is good. I think it's great. And if you have any complaints about it, if you want to hooler and shaller and gala blatter in my comment section, you're more than welcome to go sicko mode crazy in the comments. You can comment, you can say I'm a professional victim, you can insult me, you can say it'd be different if the shoes were on the other side.
Professional victim. A lot of stuff like that is it just screams I hate black people. To be honest, if you're white and you publicly criticize black people, it's not genuine. You actually just hate black people. Don't try to hide behind some type of like fake, like, I don't know, concern or some fake criticism. You just actually don't like black people, and you're just airing it out in a way that makes you not sound racist. More than likely, actually, I haven't really seen a white person criticize the black race without just being like, I don't know, 13% of the pop. Like, come on, bro, you're just actually racist.
You can say how you feel about Druski. You can comment without actually.
It's like if you say something like them, you're like they always complain. I beg your pardon.
Watching the video, I don't care. I don't. I genuinely don't care. You're more than welcome to do whatever your heart desires. But just know that I think it's great. So have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. I just want to talk about this, and bye.
I got 2 big balls you can suck.